Hello, my name is Bill, and for my food ingredient substitution project, I'm going to bake some cookies but substitute sugar with honey. I chose to replace sugar because diabetes is a widespread issue, affecting 9.4% of the Canadian population. Let's consider the science behind this change. Honey is about 25% sweeter than granulated sugar on a per unit basis due to its higher fructose content. This natural sweetness allows us to use less overall sweetener in our recipes, which could be appealing to health-conscious individuals. Honey's composition, primary fructose and glucose, also makes it hygroscopic, meaning it naturally attracts moistures from the environment. This quality could improve the textures of our cookies, ensuring they remain moist for longer periods compared to those made with sugar. The acidity in honey can also play a role in baking. It can contribute to the complexity of flavor and even serve as a mild preservative, potentially extending the cookie's shelf life. In the oven, fructose in honey can lead to earlier caramelization and a more pronounced Maillard reaction, providing a deeper color and flavor compared to sugar. On the nutritional front, honey carries traces of enzymes, vitamins, and minerals, albeit in small amounts, though these could contribute an additional benefit for our honey cookies. The lower glycemic index of honey is also worth noting, as it results in a slower, more gradual rise in blood sugar levels post-consumption. The transition from sugar to honey will require careful recalibration of our recipes. Due to its liquid nature and higher density, honey will change the moisture content of our cookie dough. We'll need to adjust not only the amount of honey used, but also the balance of dry and wet ingredients to maintain the dough's workability. I had to add more flour to the cookie dough to prevent it from falling apart. Furthermore, honey's tendency to caramelize and brown more quickly than sugar will need a close evaluation of our baking temperatures and times to avoid over-browning. Baking is a balance of art and science, and the inclusion of honey brings considerations of food chemistry and the physics of baking. For instance, the presence of sugars like glucose and fructose in honey can influence osmotic pressure, which in turn affects the rate at which cookies spread on the baking sheet. Understanding these interactions will be critical as we refine our baking process to accommodate honey. Choosing honey as a sweetener also reflects an interest in natural and unrefined ingredients, which is in line with sustainable practices. To wrap up, our project to include honey in our cookie recipe is a step towards enhancing the taste and texture of what we bake. It's an opportunity to apply food science principles and to cater to preference for natural ingredients. As you can see, the sugar cookie at the bottom is more light in color, whereas the honey cookie at the top is more brown and did not spread as well. After baking, I conducted a blind tasting with my girlfriend where I placed sugar cookies and honey cookies side by side. When tasting the honey cookie, she remarked that some parts tasted like flour, while there were other areas where it felt like the honey was not incorporated into the cookie properly, so the cookie didn't taste uniform. The honey cookie also was not crispy at the edges like she is used to, due to the lack of granulated sugar. However, overall, it wasn't that bad. It was still edible. She could discern the sugar cookie compared to the honey cookie easily due to the above. In conclusion, she felt that she very much preferred the sugar cookie, but that the honey cookie was okay and a decent choice for people that want a healthier sugar alternative. That about wraps it up, and thank you so much for your time.